I've been flying the DJI Avata in manual mode for some time now. I've been practicing, trying to get better, flying as much as possible whenever the weather is good. I've also spent close to about 20 hours so far on the simulator. Let's take a look at my journey of how I started off. Look at all that, flying close to the ground, crashes. This thing has still survived. So I've been flying drones since 2020 and I've always wanted to get into FPV, but I've just always procrastinated for some reason or the other. The DJI FPV was released in 2021 and I was so close to buying it but never ended up buying it. Instead, I got the Air 2S, and then later in the year of 2021 I ended up getting the Mavic 3, and I just stuck with the standard GPS drones and I never got into FPV. However, last year when DJI released the Avata, I knew that this was a calling and I had to get this drone. Since I'm a beginner FPV pilot, I have no idea how to build my own drone. Getting the Avata was just perfect. An FPV drone that can fly straight out of the box. It comes with the goggles and the controller. But most importantly, it has the normal sport and manual mode and the oh no button. So when you're in a difficult situation, hit the brake button and you're good. So I first started off by flying with the motion controller, and I wasn't able to purchase the DJI FPV controller 2 because it was out of stock on DJI's website. And I waited for a few months till I was finally able to get my hands on the FPV controller 2. And once I did, I started to fly it in normal mode, sport mode, to try and get used to the controller. But then again, I just ended up procrastinating. Thankfully, my friend Patricia is an FPV pilot and he's been doing it for about 2 years or more. So it was really good that I have him to help me out when I was starting to get into manual mode. So the first time I flew the DJI Avata in manual mode, I had no idea how things worked. I was scared, I was nervous, I was so close to crashing the drone, and all I could do is just keep it in the air and not bring it down low. I had no idea what I was doing. After watching Peter Lindgren's video of how he started off, I thought of going along on the same path. I got the liftoff simulator on Steam, which is one of the best ones out there, and I just started to practice. I went in there, learned the controls, learned what the drone does, and I wasn't pretty good at the start. I had no idea what I was doing. It was really overwhelming. I still stuck through it. It was also very frustrating because I was just not able to do what I really wanted to do. But slowly, as I kept going, I started to understand what it felt like, what the controls are like, what to do in certain situations, and I got a little bit better. After a few hours of flying on the simulator, I got a little confident and said, let me go out and try flying the Avata in manual mode with my friend Patricio helping me out. So he was there next to me viewing what I was viewing on my phone while I flew the drone. And to both our surprise, I did pretty well. I didn't get as nervous as I was before, and he even said that there was a huge change compared to the first time that I flew it. Now, this gave me some good amount of confidence to go and try it again. Now, the next few times that I tried flying the Avata outdoors, I did have my fair share of crashes. However, this drone is pretty resilient and it's built tough. There was even a time where I broke one of the props after it crashed and I had to replace it again. I got so frustrated that I went back into the simulator to keep practicing again, and I stayed there for about an hour 15 minutes or an hour 30 minutes. Now, what I've been doing is consistently practicing at least 20 minutes every day on the simulator. When I wake up, I'll do some practice, or before going to bed, I'll do some practice, or anytime during the day when I have some time, I'll make sure that I am on the simulator and practicing. I'm close to about 20 hours now, and I still have a long way to go. Unlike custom FPV builds, the Avata comes with the emergency brake button, so that's good for those of us who are getting into FPV and in manual mode, and suddenly, we have a nervous moment or a close call, and we can just hit the emergency brake button and it's back into GPS mode. That is a good thing. After flying in manual mode a couple of times, I even took it for a shoot about 2 hours away in the country for this new golf club. I became really confident and I just wanted to fly and fly more. It was sort of an addiction. It's like once you start, you just want to keep doing it more and more. If I didn't practice, so if I wasn't on the simulator, I'd make sure I take the Avata out and put it in manual mode and at least get one flight a day. Now, I'm not saying I am a professional FPV pilot. No way. I'm still a beginner. I still have a long way to go. I still have many more hours to put on the simulator and practice with the Avata eventually, hopefully, before getting a custom-built FPV drone. However, there is a significant amount of improvement from when I did start flying the Avata to now after practicing on the simulator and flying the Avata in manual mode. The Avata does have certain limits when you want to perform certain maneuvers, but it's still pretty good enough for you to practice with as your first FPV drone in manual mode. So what you want to first do is fly the Avata in normal mode, sport mode, get used to it with the controller, and start practicing in manual mode on the simulator. Get at least 10 to 15 hours before you take the Avata for your first manual flight. I'm not saying everyone needs a lot of time to get better. Some of us can do it in less time. Some of us require more time. So whichever fits you perfectly, make sure you do it and get out there and practice in an open field. You'll definitely have nervous moments. You'll definitely have some crashes, but learn from your mistakes. Practice again. I know it's going to be frustrating and it's going to make you feel really annoyed, but stick through it and trust me, it's going to be absolutely worth it. Through all those frustrations of not knowing the controls, not being able to control the FPV drone on the simulator or the Avata in manual mode, looking back now, it's been quite an awesome journey. So what I'm going to continue to do is practice on the simulator even more, get 30, 40 hours, maybe even more, and keep practicing with the Avata outdoors as well. I know I still need to improve. I know I still need to gain some confidence and improve my skills and get even better before getting into flying a custom-built FPV drone. Now, why I want to get a custom-built FPV drone eventually is the main reason that it is not limited like the Avata in so many maneuvers. It can carry a full-size GoPro Hero 11. I've had a lot of issues with the Avata flying in with the GoPro Hero 11 attached to it. I had to replace my drone. So my advice, don't be afraid. Get out there. Keep practicing on the simulator. Let your confidence grow. Keep getting better. Try different things. Try controlling it. Flying in manual mode is going to unlock so much potential for you. It's been an exciting journey so far, and I'm so pumped for what's coming. And I feel sad that FPV is something that I've left out. I wish I had done it earlier. I'm glad I started anyway. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. I'll see you in the next one.